Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we're here for our second episode of our F1 23 mini season here for August. And today we have Austria, and then I don't even know what's actually after Austria. Let's find out right now. It's a very interesting schedule. So after Austria, it's Belgium. So we didn't get a great result. We got fifth at Bahrain and a DNF in Miami. Austria, we need to make a comeback. Max Verstappen has won both races and got the fastest lap. So if we're going to beat him in the championship, we need to pop off. And no better place to get momentum going than my best track, Austria. Plus the fact that we have a sprint does help. That will give us an opportunity to gain back a few points. It's not going to magically save us, but the fact that we can get some points on the board in the sprint will be what we need. So here we go, up the hill, turn in, lovely. We really, really need a good result here in Austria. There's no way around it. Bahrain, really poor qualifying, trying to hop back into this game for the first time in a while. And then Miami just qualifying in the rain, trying to recover from spinning out and making some contact with the wall in that race was just damn near impossible. So come here to Austria, to the Red Bull Ring. Again, my favorite track to drive in the F1 games. One of my favorite tracks is just race in general. It's just so quick. That's what we need, pole position.
Yes, excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice
That's
work.
good.
Come on, let's see back in the pit.
That's good, considering after this we then go to Belgium. Belgium's a track I feel confident.
Race, but
Max Verstappen's fifth. That's good. He's not going to stay there. He'll probably drive up to second. But again, we need a sprint victory now, and then a race victory. So again, we're only doing 5-lap races. The sprints are only going to be 3 laps. So again, very quick, but it's a mini season. It's just basically intended to run only here in August. Because again, if you didn't know, August we are doing 2 videos every single day. So I feel like what's a good thing to do, and one of those is just a short mini F1 season. Again, we're doing plenty of other more full-time series with Wreckfest, NASCAR 2005, NASCAR Heat 5, World of Outlaws Dirt Racing. So we got some series, and also Rocket League. So pretty much every day on the channel, our content, of course, we post on X and YouTube. Our content is very much series based, right? Every day is some sort of series with those games that I do solo, and then Racing Masters, Versus Challenge, Race Plus, all those GTA racing series that I do with Wanye and with Jonathan, playing with them in those videos. So really, when it came to how do we expand here in August exclusively, like, I think one of the best ways to do that really is coming out here and just hopping into F1 for 1 month, right? Because again, this isn't, I don't want it to be a full series. I don't know, I haven't enjoyed playing F1 as much. I think that some of the recent videos, if you go back and watch them, you can kind of see the disappointment in this game. You know, the end of our solo career, that was intended to be a series that kept going. But the way that that kind of played out really put me in a spot where I didn't want to play this game. Right? I felt so annoyed with the fact of getting dropped from Red Bull when I started to win races was very, very frustrating. And then Jonathan and I went to the video together, and there wasn't any fun to play there. I think that's kind of been with the fact that F1 in general hasn't been something I've enjoyed as much this year. You know, I think it's gotten a lot of things that I find obnoxious in Formula One. So, I think that also plays into it. But you know, it is cool to be back here occasionally. I think in this video series specifically, it is cool for this 1 month to hop into F1 23 and full send it, basically. You know, take the risks to win every race, because ultimately it's a short season. It's five videos, it's 10 races. Go all out, try to win that championship. And we gotta just try and catch Max Verstappen. Again, we are 42 points behind him. This sprint performance here will help, because we are going, what is it? I completed 100 races. Interesting.
Yes, come on,
I've completed 100 races of this game.
That's a great drive, thank you.
It's definitely the F1 game that I've played close to the most. I think 2019, 2020, 2021, actually, I played a lot of those. So this was right after that. Yeah.
Now let's take a look at the
Max Verstappen he didn't get any points.
Then narrows the gap between
Oh,
championship
boy.
leader and the rest of the standings. Well, that wraps up the
We're only
sprint.
34
What
behind him
remains
now.
is the main event.
That's awesome, because we were 42 behind, so that's big. That is big. All right, here we go. Let's try for another race victory here in Austria. I'm really glad this is a track that has a sprint, because we can really try to maximize points. You know, getting 8 points there puts us at 18 points, because again, we only had 10 from our 5th place finish at Bahrain. I think, is Belgium a sprint as well? I think Belgium was a sprint race in 2023. I feel like it was. Make it a Belgium sprint. If we get a Belgium sprint, that will be...
Anthony Davidson.
That'd be good, because I think Belgium's another track that I can do good at. Alright, here we go. Austria. This is the track that I believe has hosted a sprint pretty much every year since sprints were introduced. But 2025 it will not host a sprint, even though I feel like it probably should. I mean, to be fair, I think sprints are kind of whatever. Again, I think when I started watching F1, you know, I wanted to see as much race as possible, right? So that first year the sprints came out, 21, that was my 3rd year watching Formula One. So that I was definitely like, oh, this is cool. But again, there's only 3. Now that I've watched Formula One for, you know, what is this, the 6th season that I've watched? Yeah, this is the sixth Formula One season that I've watched. I'm kind of over the sprints. as I think most fans are. Again, I think when you did 3 sprints the first year, it was kind of interesting, kind of fun. Now that there's 6 sprints, the racing isn't great. This newer car here hasn't, I felt, really popped off as much as it could. And yeah, sprints just haven't been great. So they say, oh, there's the viewership's great for sprints, because you've added a point to it, and people that feel like they have to, I want to watch everything that earns points and for the championship. I mean, some people watch it. I think that if you just said, whatever, right, it doesn't matter. Because realistic people don't care, but you've put it into a spot where there are points on the line, so people are going to watch it. And people don't think it's probably great, but it's come to that position where people are going to watch it anyway, because again, you've added a point value to it, so it does impact the championship. So there is that. My goal here, obviously, win this race with the hope that Max Verstappen does not finish above 5th. Because then that evens out the Bahrain results and puts me a lot closer. Because Bahrain, I got 5th, and he won. So doing that, me winning, him getting 5th, would cancel that out. I mean, if he can get lower than 5th, you get in the sprint, that's going to put it a lot closer. So just hope that Max doesn't finish above 5th. And also just hope here that I can hold on to the fastest lap. A bad start in the first episode of this series. So right now Max is in 7th. There's a McLaren, and that would be Lando. And there's a Ferrari, so that's Sainz. So Sainz is 6th. Verstappen is 7th. So let's just hope that Verstappen can stay behind Sainz and Norris. That's so weird to say, because that's literally the opposite of what I would ever say in real life watching a Formula One. But you gotta beat your teammate in the video games. You gotta get those results, I guess. So again, that would be so helpful if you could get 7th. Again, I got that DNF in Miami. I got 5th in Bahrain. 1st in the sprint here in Austria. We are just a few seconds away, and actually less than a minute away from getting our first win of the season. But George Russell and Lewis Hamilton have caught up. They are catching. And this is not a done deal at all. They're going to get DRS here. I don't really have any overtake left. I've used up all my battery. They're going to be right on me here. This is not over at all. I had a nice lead, and they kind of just caught up a little bit here. Ooh, Russell got close there. Let's go. Let's go. That was way closer to the end than it needed to be.
Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
Let's go. Let's go.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
Let's go. F1 never like brought back the podium after COVID that they used to always use. Just kind of like put some things up on the podium area now. 'Cause they used to have like a big podium thing they used to set up everywhere. But yeah, they don't really have that now. Alright, so we've seen the podium celebration of our first win of the season. Get any other win, we're not going to watch it. But our first win.
This result affects the Drivers' Championship. Well, that lead at the top has somewhat shrunk today. So,
alright, we're only 15 behind Max Verstappen. He got 58.
Let's move on to the constructors. And pulling further ahead in the standings, it's Red Bull. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join.
So I got 33, Max Verstappen only got 6, so that does help. Essentially, that's like me getting a win, and I'm getting a DNF with the gap that I made up because obviously the sprint. So that's good, but we need to come out and get another win, close that gap down more. Obviously, Max is going to be tough to beat. You know, difficult driver. I don't think there's going to be a bunch of races where we see those continued results. You know, kind of an off race there. So Ferrari has overtaken us in R&D because we're not really focused on that. But we do have a lot of development points, so I think we should go through here and kind of spend it on what we can, because, well, we don't want to not have any development and have some of these other cars overtake us. So we're going to develop what we can and try to get that on the car for the next episode. That wasn't really the plan of mine, but I thought Red Bull had a bigger gap over Ferrari in development standings, but they really don't. So here we go, qualifying. We do have another sprint, so we got to put ourselves in a good spot going into the sprint here in this episode, because, well, the sprint does affect your starting spot for the actual main race. It's not like real sprint qualifying is these days. This is still the old format where you qualified in the sprint, or your actual qualifying does affect the sprint race qualifying. Oh my god, I almost lost it there. So yeah, we got to qualify well, get into a good spot for the sprint race. Going off in the gravel like that will not be helping us. Got to full send it around this corner here. Cannot get on that curb and spin it. I have done that way too many times at this track. Back on the power. Just falling behind Leclerc here. This is not what we need. Got a little bit ambitious with track limits there, trying to make up some time. 7th isn't great.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today.
Again, that does give us an opportunity to kind of try and work our way up to pole for the actual race, but ooh, that's not great. So we are 7th. 6 cars in front of us. It's going to be difficult.
Okay, we've got that relief.
Alright, it's time to send it on the inside here. Make up. Ah, shit. We really, really damage our front wing on that, dude. That's not just like minor front wing damage. That is major, major front wing damage. Oh my god, that is not braking for the corner at all. That's what that was. Ooh. Oh. The car felt very okay up the hill, but now we're just kind of in a bad spot through these corners with that front wing damage. Come on.
You need to slow down before hitting the corners. You don't want to get a penalty. Nice move. Keep going.
Oh, that was not the plan.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
That was not my plan. My plan was to cut off Verstappen and make him slow down. Right.
Bodywork's taking a few scrapes. Try not to make it any worse, please. Hey, if you don't behave yourself from now on, we're going to end up disqualified.
I put myself in a very, very bad spot for the actual race.
Clear.
That is what I've done.
Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful.
It's a bit frustrating because it's a track that I really do think I could score some serious points. but starting so far back in the actual race is going to really, really cost me. Yeah, this isn't great. Whoa! I did not expect Hamilton to just pull up and hit into me like that. Oh my god. And that's some solid damage. I don't think it's really going to do anything for me, though, unfortunately. You know, him falling that far back. "11 seconds. I'm going to be last."
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
I had to try something to cut through there. I hope those last 2 seconds didn't hurt me, but
So
I don't
let's see
think it
what
really
effect
would have
this
mattered.
result has had on the drivers' standings. Our championship leader is still sat at the top of the standings, but their rivals have made up some solid ground today. With the sprint wrapped up, we now have our grid line up for the big
Yeah,
race
it's
tomorrow.
24.
Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic
So
race.
even with that 2-second time penalty, I would have still been at 21. So I might have been 18th, but it's a bit annoying. I could have been able to do something if I didn't hit my front wing of Verstappen's tire at the start. That really just cost me any chance there. All right. So we got in this race. This is the big one. It's the main race. We have to outscore a lot of guys now because Verstappen's lead has definitely fallen off from Austria, and so far here Belgium, he's only got 5 points over Russell, but we didn't close the gap on him at all in the sprint, just the AI did. So for us, it's going to be crucial to come out here and try and get ourselves into a spot, you know, where we can, you know, go and score more points than a lot of these guys. But again, we're starting 19th. We have to get into the points first. Stroll fell back at the start, which is good. He had some sort of penalty or something, which put him back there. All right. Why is Ocon trying to crash? Being a bum. We've gone from 18th up to 9th here. So that is good. We are already in the points. Gonna hope to send it around the outside on Russell here, maybe to the inside. Oh, how did I not break anything that time? Once again, working on a Russell here. Zhou Guanyu is holding him up. Beautiful 2 for 1 there. We got by Russell, we got by Zhou Guanyu. Russell still keeps 8th though. Even though he got by Zhou Guanyu because he passed them both. Alright, Alonso, you're up next. Get Alonso here. Lovely. We're up to 6th.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Once again, get by Alonso. He got by us a little bit there on the straight. We're good. Piastri, next target. A disappointing sprint race here in Belgium, but we're trying to undo a little bit of that disappointment. We finished 4th on the road, but 11 seconds worth of penalties. Really, really hurt us. So, in front of us, 2 McLarens, Lewis Hamilton, Mercedes, and both Ferraris. I think we can get by up to Lewis. I really do. I think that the way that we're attacking these corners, I think the 2 Ferraris are going to be difficult.
Fastest lap of the race.
But I'm right on Piastri, and I think with DRS down the straight, I can start to close up to Norris. We're going to use our little bit of our energy here. DRS active. Piastri goes to a little defensive line. Boom. We're going to get by Piastri. Slam the brakes on. Norris, Hamilton next to. Let's go. I think this is, again, I think the passing Hamilton prediction, I think, is very much on the table here. I've caught up to Norris. The only way I can catch signs is if I pass both of these cars next time I get a chance to pass a car. Right? Like, I gotta be at the top of that hill with DRS, because that's the spot where you get DRS. That's the most optimal passing zone.
Pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
And if I can be right behind Norris here, honestly, I may set up a move. He blocks it off. Okay. Oh, that would have been a crazy place to try to make a pass. DRS is active. I'm gonna stay behind Norris. DRS pull up the last second. Can I outbrake Hamilton? I don't think I can. He's just a little too far ahead. Come on, use this energy. Anything just to get a little bit closer to Hamilton. Oh, you can tell I'm pushing. All I want to say, if that was GTA, you would have heard the horn. That's all I'm saying. Come on. Norris is right behind us. He's on us. I feel like we almost got a push around. Felt like a bump draft here. Like we're doing NASCAR. DRS active. Here we go. This is our last shot at Hamilton. This is very, oh, I love it. This is fun right here. This is the most fun I've had in Formula One game in a while.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trading the car ahead by. 2.6 seconds.
Fake that move. Really getting to move over to the side that I want him on. Got by Hamilton. You know, third isn't what we ultimately wanted at Belgium, but coming here, we will take it. We're going to outscore Russell, we're going to outscore Verstappen, we're going to outscore Hamilton in the race here. And that is what we need. Coming to the line here. Belgium will take it. We'll take third.
Yes, mate, I cannot complain about that one. That was an excellent drive. Well done.
18th to third in 5 laps. You know, if that was a 25% race, we might have been able to get a higher position with pit stops. Potential safety car.
Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. And with his performance today, Carlos Sainz assumes the top spot in the championship standings.
So we're still
After an incredible
5th.
day of racing, who
Didn't
was
really
your
gain
driver of the
much
day, Ant?
on
Carlos
Sainz.
Sainz would be my first choice for this race. He had
Sainz and
excellent race
Leclerc,
stamina,
but
giving him the opportunity to charge through the
Verstappen,
ranks.
It's
Russell,
time to check in
they're
on the
there.
constructors' standings. Ferrari continue to extend the gap at the top of the table.
So
Another team that will be satisfied with this Grand Prix is Alfa Romeo, whose good result moves them further up the championship. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
all right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.